Sound check. Da 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 da. There it is. Why do I have so many notifications? Need clear all button. Where is it? Ah, no. Ah, did not intend to do that. Boom. Back. Didn't want to do that. Come on. Thank you. Didn't want to do that. Seriously, why is there not a clear all button? Leave notifications. Come on. Thank you. Didn't want to do that. Seriously, why is there not a clear all button? Leave notifications. Come on. Okay, sounded good. Didn't want to do that. Seriously, why is there not a kill that? Phone for timing. So I don't cut myself off at the end of the video. Button, where the hell's the button? Here we are. There. Okay. Message load. Okay. Now that all the setup's taken care of. G'day folks! Welcome back to Tales of Berseria. Poor Velvet's cocked it a bit last episode. Let's see if she can keep going strong.
Take a look at this.
What'd we find? Woo!
Well done! I'd expect no less from Ifrit's crew.
Norman Carrot and Rock Salt. New attachment discovered. Bookworm Array.
Scout ship departing.
Getting more stuff. I won't show me. Saray reading a book on your head. I don't think so. What's the point of having a geoboard entry if I can't actually change it? Hi, Frictor. Alright. Let's move. Oh! I've changed up the cooking recipe, so we've got something that might give Eisen a bit more cooking speed. So he's still only level 8. He and Muggaloo are the only ones not over level 20. So cooking level, I mean. The only ones who haven't unlocked all their cooking skills. Pow! What fuck? This is easier? Yeah, this way. Ah! Steering! Cliffside.
That horned monster. He was with Melchior. There was something different about him. He wasn't a Moloch, though, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's a demon. But why would the Abbey be working with a demon? He could be a Therian, maybe. I mean, there was Medissa and Kamilana.
No, I don't think so. The Abbey keeps their Therians behind barriers and bound to Earth Pulse points. A Therian can't send malevolence to Enominat while walking freely.
That's correct. And besides, Orthrus was already here. In any case, now we know Melchior has a mean-looking bodyguard in addition to his illusions. It'll take quite a lot to stop him.
Aye. That's a fact.
Ivan, care to share with the class? Oh,
Eleanor, there's something I have to ask.
What is it?
Did you leak our plans to the Abbey?
Eleanor hasn't done anything like that.
Then how do you explain Melchior and his illusions already waiting for us when we got to a ball?
I promised you that I would work together with you until I found the truth for myself. I'm not up to any tricks. It's far too late for that now.
Exactly what a guilty party would say.
If anyone's suspicious here, I'd say it's you, Magilu.
No tricks. I don't even know what a trick is.
bullshit.
Enough. If Eleanor was leaking information, then Titania would surely be under attack by now.
Right. I'm sure the Abbey would love to have those Therians back.
But the enemy was in that village waiting in ambush.
The Abbey isn't foolish. They figured out by now that we're rounding up the Therians. They'll have left traps for us with each remaining one. It's the obvious move.
All right. If that's how you see it, I'll stand
not
down.
wrong.
So you trust me then?
No. I'm saying that anything the Abbey tries, I'll be ready for it.
Oh, such a brave, determined soul.
Eleanor, does the Abbey possess an art that can control demons?
Not that I've ever heard of. Besides, if they could control demons, there'd be no need to resurrect Inominat, would there?
Can't argue with that.
But Melchior was obviously in control of that demon. How did he manage that?
You can't tether them like a Moloch, and Melchior wasn't using oaths or mana to compel him. No, this was something more like mind control.
Mind control?
Let's say you know your target's innermost desires. You simply conjure the right illusion. Show them what would push their buttons in just the right way. Ah, if you can create an illusion of something someone really wants, you can control them. Exactly. You can force a powerful burden upon your target's psyche. Until their spirit breaks, that is. What happens when they break? Depends on the target. They might become an empty shell, they might go wild with desire. Eeny teeny spiny crow.
You sure know a lot about this.
Now that you put it that way, why would I know so much about it? What if someone is controlling me, making me say these very words? How horrifying!
I believe I'll take your words with a grain of salt.
More like a whole fucking shaker.
Listen, Eleanor really isn't spying on us. I was with her almost every minute, and when I wasn't, Velvet was watching her. And she's a woman who keeps her promises. She wouldn't lie to...
Laphicet.
We understand, Laphicet. It's Eleanor. If she were lying to herself to somehow keep spying on us, the guilt would fill her with malevolence.
I see. You're right. The fact that I haven't turned into a dragon proves that.
Thank you. Both of you.
I didn't think you were giving them information intentionally.
But there are illusionists like Melchior out there. That means we can't rule out someone recording your thoughts in secret.
I don't think we need to worry about that either. Not with you and Laphicet always near.
Now that that's settled, it's time for you all to testify to my innocence. That could be difficult. What?
Well, okay. Why don't you start off by telling us all about the time you sold us out to Teresa back in Helives?
Oh, why bring up that old yam? You're a very vindictive man, do you know that?
You're just figuring that out? Well, there's your proof at least. You wouldn't make much of a spy.
She really wouldn't. Hey, that's not what I meant! You were mean!
Hey, at least we got Eleanor to laugh. Yeah, I really need to catch up on Ruby. I was counting on getting the DVD for my birthday, but I didn't, so... I haven't watched the last few episodes of Season 6, because Christmas fucked up my schedule and I never got back onto it. I do that to myself every year, I don't know why. Hey, mister. Things are a little bit different here in Taliesin. I know! I have to watch them. I never get around to it.
Woohoo! My sister's making us pickleboard meatballs for dinner tonight! Hey! What did I tell you about bothering travelers? Sorry about that. He's totally obsessed with food. That's alright. Pickleboard meatballs, huh? Sounds delicious. They're really super tasty, but Sis says that they used to taste even better. Why is that? We used to get deliveries of fresh, delicious prickle-boar meat from the nearby village of Abal. But in the Advent 3 years ago, demons attacked the village, and now it's gone. It's such a tragedy. If they only could have held out for just one more day, I'm sure Lord Artorias would have saved them.
Artorias. Right.
Notice anything missing that was here before? Oh, the real Harbour Town always knew. Yep. Where's all the kitties? Why are there no kitties? Velvet, no stabby.
We always have the freshest produce! What a bargain!
Oh dear, poor guy.
Wow, the weather's just swell. It's something I've said every day for 3 months now.
Huh? But wasn't there just a heavy fog?
Nope. Never seen a wisp of fog in this village. It's been sunny so long, I think I might dry up.
That means that fog was just another of Melchior's illusions.
Seems that way.
No storm or fog in Taliesin for years. That shit don't seem natural. Itchy.
Our town decided to make a new holiday marking the day that Lord Artorias became the Shepherd. 3 years ago, when the Malachim appeared on the Advent, Taliesin was the first town that Lord Artorias saved. We hold great pride at being the city where humanity first struck back against the demons.
That explains why you'd celebrate his ascension, but wasn't a ball closer to his heart?
You may be right about that. Not being able to save Abal was a terrible agony for Lord Artorias. Even though he killed the demons that destroyed the village, he couldn't bring back the lives that had been lost. If Lord Artorias had gone to Abal first, our city might have been destroyed instead. We won't forget the tragedy that befell Abal. That's the other purpose of this holiday. Remembrance.
That's right. Lives lost can never be brought back.
Aw, still no praise.
Excuse me. My partner and I here would like to put on a comedy show if it's possible.
Not often you run
Oh,
into
boy.
someone with a real fire in their eyes. All right, show me what you got.
With pleasure.
Eleanor, I'm impressed. I didn't know you had this sort of initiative.
You just have to do what you have to do, right? Besides, if we pull this off, it could be our chance to get closer to Modulu.
Did you say Modulu? I haven't seen her recently, but she seems to be making a name for herself in Logris.
Yeah, her dances are really beautiful. Do you know her?
I do. Her and her teacher, Valta. Now, I'm not saying Modulu isn't great, but Valta was utterly sublime. I worry about him pushing Modulu so much, to be honest. He's never been one to accept compromise in his art.
Huh. I didn't know that.
We don't have time to stop and feel bad for our rivals. Did you memorize the script?
Of course I did. And I won't tolerate any slip-ups from you either.
Hearing that just makes me more motivated. Well, let's get going. We've got a show to put on.
I apologize for this.
Hi there! Thanks for having us again! The Bienfu Keepers! Magic Exam!
Whoa, back it up. Again? If we're supposed to be regulars here, then why does everyone look like they've never heard of Bienfu? And what's with this magic exam stuff? Is that some kind of spell?
Gosh, it's really been getting cold here lately.
Are you just going to ignore my questions?
What does it matter? Aren't you too cold to worry about things like that? Does this feel summery to you?
I can be cold and ask you questions at the same time. Actually, it is rather cold.
See? I said it was cold! In fact, I've been so cold lately I even set fire to my clothes!
Isn't that going too far?
No, that's how cold I was. In fact, that wasn't enough, so I set the house on fire too!
Your house? Why would you do that?
Oh, don't worry. It doesn't bother me at all. And who said it was my house? The one I set on fire was yours.
That's a crime, you know.
Huh? What's wrong? That's not in the script.
Arson is a serious crime.
Well, yes, but...
In the script, the punchline was supposed to be, but when I saw how much it would cost to replace them, I got the chills.
Yeah, but I got into the moment and thought I could ad-lib something better.
You're advocating something morally abhorrent. Change it back.
What's the big deal? You're getting worked up over a joke.
Crime is not a joke. Even speaking as a normal citizen, I can't condone speech that promotes such a horrifically antisocial act.
Oh, now you've got me all mad. I give up. For good.
No, it's bad.
I said I give up. For good.
No, it's bad. My deepest apologies for putting on an act about something so terrible today, sir.
Well, the whole thing was meant to be about morals anyway, so... How did we do?
Can I just ask you one question? Are you for real?
Yes, I am.
I should have known.
Ay, 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 ay. Okay, they got some laughs, but still, that was painful to watch. Right, there are treasures here. I want them. Where are they? Oh wait, they're marked on the map, aren't they? 'Cause I picked them up before. get to them. No, that one's already open. What about the other one? Where is it? Yeah, I remember how to get up there. Ah, there's one. The one I haven't got before. Another one. Nope, that's not it. Where is it then? Blowy barrel? Where? Oh, that. Yeah. So we can't carry anymore. Why you no jump? Fine. That's better. All the kitties are gone. There's still a cat hanging around though. Where's that box? Let's find the box. Don't know. I want it. He needs it. Where is it? No, I didn't. But I still don't have enough cat spirits. Ah, to hell with it. I'll be searching all day. We've got shit to do! Where are all the kitties gone?
There's one of them off-limit Class 4 islands that folks call Serpent Isle. Place has been overrun with snakes since forever. I hate the things, so it sounds like hell to me. But I've heard there's a woman who actually lives there.
Whatever for? Why would anyone want to live in a place like that?
I know. It's mighty strange. Place supposedly is crawling with demons, too. Last time I was in the area, I checked it out. Kept my distance, of course. Used me spyglass.
And? Was she there?
Aye, she was. Except she looked like a snake herself. I mean, she was human up top, but her face was a weird color, and her lower half was all slithery and wiggly. Ugh. Creep me out.
A snake woman, huh?
Even worse, looked like you couldn't swing a cat's without hitting a snake. Just the thought of it keeps me awake at night.
You should have a stiff drink and get some sleep before you pass out on deck. I'll tell Benwick to give you an extra ration.
Wow. Thanks a lot, First Mate. I appreciate it. I ought to pester him for some of that aged reserve he keeps hidden away.
Today our entire stock is half off. Buy now while you still have sales. What a bargain!
Terminated the
We
kitty!
always have the freshest produce.
Monster!
Today our entire stock is half off. Buy now while you still have sales.
What, man?
What a bargain!
That's horrible. They killed all the kitties because one went down. One turned into a demon? That's horrible.
Welcome back. Did you find the Therian?
Yeah. We're bringing these two back to Titania.
Dogs? Look, lizards, no problem. Walking hunks of armor I can deal with, but dogs? On my ship?
You're not a dog person.
I was, bit by one when I was a kid.
Then you've got nothing to worry about. If they're biting anyone on this ship, it'll be me.
Are you okay, Velvet?
Oh, sure. They're just dogs.
No, I mean, in general. Fine, they can come aboard. I'll take us back to Titania.
We have to take good care of Orthy and Russ.
That's on you. They won't let me near.
Yeah, well, what do you expect? You only killed their master.
Don't worry. I'll take responsibility. You mustn't. They're quite vicious, you know. I just asked them if they wanted to be friends, and they suddenly bit me.
I'm sure you said something to irritate them, like, I'll make you my minions. You had it coming.
She knows.
But you have Therians to find, Laphicet. You won't be able to look after them all the time.
I suppose. What should I do?
You could ask Kamoana and Medissa. Kamoana said she once had a dog. Even if they get a little rowdy, Medissa will be around to keep them safe.
That's a good idea. I'll go ask them.
Thanks. We can't be killing off Therians. Besides, they remind me of Nico.
Velvet. You want a pet dog, Laphicet? You should go to the Abbey then. Why the Abbey? Because the place is full of the shepherd's lapdogs. Get it? Lapdogs! Yeah, I get it.
Well, that's a pity laugh if I ever heard one. Oh, Bienfu. You're an idiot. Let's go murder some snakes. You know, while we're in the area. I should probably shave. Might get rid of the itch a little bit. Okay, I see that and all I think is boom. I can open it! And I now have no cat spirits. Oh, we have a cat's invitation. Okay, time to kill some snakes. Come, demon!
I'll finish this now.
Cool. Damn it, can't miss because there's nothing in my... And again, nothing in range. Plant it! Earthquake!
Dead yet? Fury! One
They got fast.
No mercy! Wounds that will shoot!
Ow! Knock that shit off. I'm dead! Why am I dead? Rock-a-row. I can have life bottles. Hanging up on me.
That's all.
Long time. What, you're hoping for a boss fight?
You thought I'd stop there? Annihilating?
Stop fooling around.
But I'm serious about my fooling around.
Well, there were a fair number of snakes in that fight, so, you know. Heart Flash! We discovered the solar volcano. And we've completely found everything in that area. Cool. Off to the volcano then.
Scout...
To Titania. She puts up a tough front, but...
I devoured them again. No, don't.
So, you said your little brother made this copy. He could read the ancient tongue. That's amazing.
Easy, Velvet.
Laffy was different from most other kids. He read books a lot because his body was so weak. He studied all the time, so that he could be ready to travel the world one day. Which was kind of funny, considering he'd hide in my bed whenever he had a nightmare.
Aww.
Really?
But I don't care that he got scared. I just wanted him to live. That's why I have to.
Velvet!
Oh, easy, Velvet.
I'll devour as much as it takes. I will have vengeance.
Velvet!
Down she goes! She's working herself too hard.
Done. The art is attuned to you.
Thank you. This time I'll make sure to finish what I set out to do.
I've gotta say, I didn't think you had it in you, Oscar.
I don't believe I asked for your opinion.
Lord Artorias!
Go back outside, Teresa. We'll see you when we're done.
Are the rumors true? Are you using that experimental art on Oscar?
It is true.
I was under the impression it was still incomplete, sir.
Yep. There's still a potentially fatal weakness for its channeler.
We've taken the theory as far as it will go. The next step is to learn its control and actual practice.
Don't tell me you intend to test it against that Therian!
You're being too emotional.
Please let me do it. I should be the one, not him!
You are not strong enough.
Then at least let me back him up!
So you can take the enemy out before Oscar uses the art? A noble plan, but I'm afraid it'd mess everything up.
How so?
It was my idea to volunteer, sister. I failed at Titania, and allowed the Therian to be stolen from Palamedes. I need to atone for my mistakes.
Then let me come with you.
I have different orders for you. Teresa Linares, you are hereby relieved of your duties as an exorcist, and are to return your Moloch.
Relieved of duty? Why?
For our plans to be realized, we require an especially strong Moloch. We've analyzed your Moloch's dormant abilities, and he is of considerable power, on the same level as the young Moloch who betrayed us for the enemy.
Simply put, you just don't got what it takes to handle him, sweetheart.
When this is all over, I'd love to have some of your homemade cooking again, sister. I could go for that quiche you used to make.
What is it with quiches in this game?
How can you talk of that right now?
Lord Artorias.
I know what you're going to ask. Yes, Oscar, when you fulfill your mission, I will make Teresa an exorcist again.
Oscar, are you doing this for...
Don't worry about me. I'd go to the ends of the earth and back for a plate of your delicious quiche.
No! Oscar, don't go! Oscar!
Too much emotion in front of your boss, Teresa. You're supposed to be a paragon of reason!
What should I do? If I don't do something, he'll...
Oh? What's this?
Huh? What's this? I'm...
She's parroting me.
receptive to that art. And to you.
What's she plotting?
Where am I?
Take it easy, Velvet. You've been out for 3 days.
Then that's 3 days wasted. What's the situation?
Well, let's see. For one thing, Grimoire's been deciphering that ancient book. She says that this new copy is complete. All the pages we were missing are there. As for the dogs, Kamawana's taken a real shine to them.
Alright then. Now we just need to find that last Therian.
Velvet, no! I said take it easy. Seriously.
Oh, hold on. Have you not had anything to eat?
Well, I just thought, since you hadn't either.
Are you serious? Why would you do a full thing like that? You'll die if you don't eat.
Actually,
He won't die if he doesn't eat. Malachim don't actually depend on food for sustenance. If they do eat, it's only as a quirky hobby.
Alright, if you're sure. If you feel like going hungry, it's your life. But there's no sense in doing it on my account.
Good to see you're feeling better again. As you probably noticed, we made it back to Titania already.
Sorry to keep you all waiting on me. Get everyone together. We meet now.
Well, that could have gone better.
I just wanted to better understand the hardships Velvet's suffering through. It seems unfair for her to bear all of it alone.
Well, she's... how can I put it? A very straightforward kind of person.
But nothing gets under her skin like a clumsy display of sympathy.
What should I do about her then?
For now, just get something in your tummy. Any good warrior knows you eat when you have the chance. Even Malachim have more strength on a full stomach than an empty one, don't they?
Yeah.
It's true. Food will fill an empty stomach. But what is there to fill an empty heart, I wonder?
Magulu asking the hard questions, as always.
Time for some grub, Laphicet. What are you hungry for?
I'll have some stuffed giant squid. Or prison crab dumplings. Or sea snake bowl.
It's your first meal in 3 days, right? Better stick with something mild or you'll be sorry. How about a risotto or vegetable rice soup?
That could be nice.
I could go for some borscht or shark fin and egg soup. For dessert, I'll have a sweet bean and jelly fruit cup, a giant parfait, and a triple berry cake.
Zip it, Magilou.
Well, I'm getting full just thinking about it.
I think I'd like some rice porridge, with a pickled plum and baby sardines on top.
Ooh, an austere choice.
And an apple.
In that case, you should have some apple boo.
Don't start with the apple boo
Apple
again.
boo?
What on earth is that?
It's just grated apples. But when my brother wasn't feeling well, I often fed it to him.
I think I'd like to try some.
If you insist, I'll make some for you. At least it's something I can make without needing to taste it.
Okay, I insist.
Okay.
If you're already making some, I'd like...
Zip it, Magilu!
Magilu always gets the short end of the stick. And it's funny. What you two up to? Wait, not in first. He's playing hide and seek again as he wants to hide in the ship. Ooh, excuse me. I keep going to hit the Y button to interact, because it's right where triangle would be, and I'm too used to Kingdom Hearts.
I haven't seen many Abbey patrol ships around here of late.
I noticed that too. Do you think something happened?
The Bloodwings said the Abbey's been quiet everywhere. Apparently, some bad demons and a cursed pirate crew have been giving them trouble, and they can't spare the men to patrol the outer seas.
That's Ifreed's pirates for ya. Always gathering information and keeping on their guard.
A cursed pirate crew? Isn't that us? If the info's sound, we've really made a name for ourselves.
Abbey ships run and hide when they see us coming.
Reason dictates that we avoid hopeless fights.
Ooh, Shepherd Artorias, you're my hero!
If only our enemies were truly that dumb. Sadly, the world isn't that forgiving. We can't drop our guard.
Aye. I've contacted some fishermen friends of mine. They'll let us know if they notice anything fishy.
We've got the First Mate's curse to deal with. We can never be too careful.
Yeah, with that Reaper's curse hanging over us, we don't have room to relax.
Well, at least they're not too bothered by it.
Okay, that older one does have some sense. This is good.
Okay, Fee. I need you to find us our next Earth Pulse point.
I found one, but it's really far. Way up in the northeast.
If it's that far out, it has to be in Engand.
Endgand is a collection of small islands. There's a comparatively bigger one called Lionel Island, but that's the exception.
Yeah, I think the Earth Pulse point's probably out there.
Endgand, huh? Those waters are haunted by ghost ships, you know.
Ghost ships?
Yep. Legend has it they snatch up wrongdoers who bear lingering regrets and whisk them away to that eternal voyage.
That doesn't sound promising.
Currents from all over the world converge in Engand's waters, so a lot of shipwrecks from distant seas end up there as their final resting place.
Uh-huh. Ah, so that's where the stories of ghost ships come from.
Boo! You guys have no imagination.
I'd rather they stay imaginary myself.
We should still be careful.
We'll be fine. Ghost ship, exorcist, whatever comes along. We'll be the ones to administer their last rites.
Hey, we've got stuff happening here. Quite a few green exclamation marks, which I'll go about shortly.
Just one Therian to go. When I escaped, Ceres told me that Artorias could still be killed. That means she must have known everything. That Innominat is incomplete. How Therians work. But why did she betray Artorias? Why did she give me her strength? I know that try as you might, some fires can never fully be extinguished. But what made you go so far as to feed yourself to me? Tell me, why did you do it, sis? Ugh, what am I saying? Ceres was a Moloch. Just a Moloch. Just focus on what has to be done. Once the Therians are all together, I can end this. That's all that matters. That's all I need to think about.
Easy, girl. Pushing yourself too hard. Can't carry any more of whatever that is. Wait, no. Pretty sure you'd be the first to go, Margaret. Alright, let's go see what's happening around these parts, shall we?
That prince you brought back is one interesting guy. He's happy playing with the dogs, right? And that's perfectly normal. But I swear, he even naps with them. And that hawk, with a big smile on his face?
And when Dial or Kamawana ask him to put in some work, he doesn't make a face or nothing. He just gets right to it.
Wait, they're asking the prince to do chores for them? Isn't that a little much?
Yeah, honestly, I was worried about it too. But when I asked him about it, he said not to worry. And get this! The guy says when he lived in the palace, he couldn't even yawn without getting permission. He couldn't even play with his dogs, let alone help other people with their tasks. Everything was the job of his servants. So anything we tell him to do, no matter how trivial, the guy happily does it. Says he really feels like he's alive.
Wow! Feels like he's too good a guy to be a prince.
You got it backwards. I'd love to see what a nice guy who gets the common folk does, once he starts calling the shots.
But if he were to rejoin the royal family, he'd be our enemy, wouldn't he?
At the very least, he wouldn't try to control how we think, like the Abbey's doing now.
Either way, you're pirates. You plunder other people's ships. I think you'd be the enemy of any state.
Way to bring it down, Eleanor. One out there, and there's one at the back docks. Why am I always so fucking tired? Wrong way.
Hey, Eisen, great timing. I've got a question. What would you say the four great wonders of the ocean are?
Far as I know, it's the Phantom Fleet, Dragon Island, the Big Hedian tribe, and the Kraken Queen.
Haha! See? I'm right. But this scoundrel insists he knows better than me.
What else could the fourth be but the Kraken Queen?
The colossal upright eel. Besides, the Kraken Queen is just a fantasy cooked up by girl-starved sailors.
What's the Kraken Queen? What do you mean, fantasy?
It's not just a fantasy, boy. The Kraken Queen is a slippery black squid, the size and shape of a lusciously proportioned woman. When it encounters a human, it goes into a frenzy, attacking with its long whip-like arms.
That sounds painful.
Real painful. Mind-numbingly painful even. But here's the thing. At some point, the pain turns into pleasure.
You mean it feels good to get whipped?
You see, boy? That's why we call her the Mystery.
Hey! Bad pirate! Stop corrupting our youth!
Corrupting?
Boy, there's no need to contain your curiosity. When pain turns to pleasure, you've truly become a man.
Laphicet, don't listen to them.
This is something you should hear. Aren't you curious why the Kraken Queen is a wonder of the sea? Want to find out?
Yes, tell me. Why?
Normally, it hurts to be whipped. Nothing pleasurable about that. You don't like getting hurt, right?
No. It hurt when Teresa hit me. I didn't like it at all.
And yet the Kraken Queen grants pleasure through pain. The Kraken Queen's tentacles secrete some sort of unknown, pleasure-inducing substance. When they touch you, the pleasure is beyond.
Alright, we're done here. The Kraken Queen is no longer allowed to be the fourth wonder. It's now the Colossal Upright Eel. Argument over. Tell Luffy said about this eel, and keep it wholesome.
Sure. The Colossal Upright Eel is as big as a whale, and long and straight like a marlin's bill. Cut it open, steam it, then baste it with a special sweet and sour sauce, and grill it twice over charcoal, and it's heavenly. Or so I hear.
That does sound really good.
I know, right? The problem is, its name is an apt one.
Colossal. It's too big to catch?
No, the upright part. When people try to catch it, it stands up on its two legs and zoom! Off it goes, running on top of the water.
It's a fish? With legs?
Now that's a wonder, right, kid?
Well, at least it's a wholesome one.
I suppose there's worse reasons for becoming a pirate. But honestly, these people... Kraken Queen sounds like something out of a hentai game. Not what you'd expect to find here. Hello, is that Medusa? What's up?
Aw, come on! It's fine!
No, it's not. You have to do it right.
You're so mean, Medusa! If you keep telling me what to do, I'll hate you!
Fine, hate me then. So long as you do what I say.
Fine! I love you, Medusa, and you don't even care!
What's going on here?
Eleanor! Medusa's being mean. She keeps telling me to dry my hair after my bath, but I don't wanna.
What? Is that all you're arguing about?
This is important. Just because she's a Therian doesn't mean she can't catch a cold.
But I won't! I won't catch a cold! I swear! I don't want to take Mom's yucky, awful medicine, so I'm not gonna get sick.
If you insist on being so stubborn, we can do this the hard way.
There's no need for everyone to get so worked up. Her hair's pretty much dry already, right?
Yeah, what she said.
I'm spoiling her, aren't I?
Seriously. Look, we don't even know what would happen if a Therian catches a cold, let alone how to treat it.
That's true.
But look, I get it. I know you feel responsible for her.
You mean what happened to her mother?
Yeah. Laphicet told me about it.
My, look who's a little tattletale. I'm sorry, but I thought Medusa should know, just in case.
It's fine, I suppose. I should have told her myself.
Well, at least I understand everything now. It's all too tragic for words.
Yes. And the knowledge would not be something that a young child could possibly bear. I'm not planning on telling her.
That's probably your only option. But do you really think you can keep lying to her forever?
I have to. For her own sake.
For her, huh?
Alright. I'll go with you on this.
You two are going through an awful lot of trouble for a selfish kid.
All kids are selfish. They're selfish. But that's what their families and their mothers should be there for. Don't you have any memories like that yourself?
Sorry, but I'd rather just keep them to myself.
Pish and piffle. Everybody and their issues, am I right?
Shut up, Marky Luke. Hey, where'd Carolina go? Okay. Well, one of bugger enough hasn't given us anything new, so off we go! Final Island Wharf. Off we go. Alright, is Velvet going to have another dream on the way, or is it going to be quiet voyage? Oh, we got something. What do we got?
We're coming up on Lionel Island.
So much for the ghost ships.
Should we expect another welcome party waiting for us again?
No. I had the Bloodwings spread a rumor that we were raiding an Abbey compound far, far from here.
As far as plans go, that's better than nothing.
All this cloak and dagger. Give me a good old frontal assault any day.
First mate, sir. There's a ship drifting ahead of us.
A ghost ship?
It's an Abbey ship. Their flag. It's a distress signal.
Understood. Commence approach.
Are you actually going to help an enemy ship?
A ship signaling distress has neither allies nor enemies. That's a code all seafarers abide by.
It's an obvious trap.
Not even pirates would use a distress signal for a surprise attack. Of course, after we rescue a ship, we still strip them of everything they've got.
Anyway, if it's a trap, we'll kill everyone on board. Simple.
A waste of time if you ask me.
Oh dear! Looks like someone got here first.
Is this... the Corsair Scourge?
Benwick, do we still have any Salatoma left?
Yes, sir. If this is their full crew, we should have enough on board to treat them.
Now that you mention it, don't Abbey ships usually have a bigger crew?
These were all who were aboard when I hijacked the ship and made them set sail.
Teresa!
I knew I was being reckless, but I never expected we'd run afoul of the Corsair's Scourge. But you know, I'm glad we did, since it brought me to you.
You seriously plan to fight in that condition?
No. I know you've won this one. Use me as you will.
Use you?
Don't bother asking. It's a trap.
Lionel Island is where you'll find Dees. A Therian. My brother Oscar is guarding over it.
We can handle him just fine.
You should know that Oscar's acquired a powerful new art. Its formula developed by Lord Melchior. The art heightens a Malak's power far beyond its normal limits. The effect is incredible. Normal arts don't even compare. Even were you to win, you wouldn't come away unscathed.
Why are you telling us this?
The art is still untested and imperfect. There's no guarantee its caster will survive the effects. I don't want anything to happen to Oscar. If I'm your hostage, Oscar won't move against you. This will afford you a window to snatch the Therian and make your escape.
You're willing to betray the Abbey?
There's nothing in this world that could ever replace Oscar. I know you can't trust me, so don't give me your medicine. I'll place my life in your hands. Just save Oscar.
Down she goes.
Lady Teresa!
Don't call her lady.
If true, this information will be of use to us. For now, let's bring her aboard and give her the medicine.
Yeah, dead hostage.
So, you're going to believe her story?
An art that boosts a Malak's power far beyond its normal limits. Sounds like we might be in for a real fight.
And she said that Melchior developed it too.
Maybe this explains why he was so intent on acquiring that Siegfried relic.
If this is all true, a frontal assault might not be the best idea.
But why do you think Teresa is willing to go so far to protect Oscar?
Oscar is the second son of the Dragonia family, aristocrats with ancestral ties to the Asgard royal lineage. From what I understand, he was sent to the Abbey in the hopes of strengthening his family's ties to the group.
For the good of the bloodline. Happens all the time.
Teresa followed him to the Abbey, where she's been his constant savior, even if she's kept it from him.
So she's another noble too. Could have had an easy life if she just kept in her place.
No, Teresa was conceived, outside of formal matrimony, and her mother was not of what you'd call high-standing.
It happens more often than you might think. My mother died, and my father's wife never cared for me. So I merely served the Dragonia family as a maid. Those were dark, lonely times for me. But Oscar was the only one who called me his sister, and embraced me as family. Does a sister need any other reason to want to save her brother?
Careful.
So you're back on your feet.
My sincere thanks for the medicine.
I can't use you as a hostage if you're dead. Where's the Therian?
Ahead through the Baird Marsh are the ruins of an ancient kingdom. There you'll find the Earth Pulse Point, along with Oscar.
What happened to number 1?
Lord Artorius took number 1 away from me. As it stands, I'm without the powers of an exorcist. As such, whether I live or die is for you people to decide. Once Oscar is safe, you can do whatever you like to me.
We'll do as you wish. All of it.
No. Thank you.
Take a look at this. Well, well. Now here's a fine haul.
Lizard tail, pepper,
Huge success!
and a pirate flag.
A new recipe! I've gotta try it!
Okay, so it's not Dial's tail. Fair enough.
Scout ship setting sail.
I know you know this, Fee, but don't let your guard down for 1 second.
I won't.
$20,000 for completing 3 Code Red hunts. Thank you muchly. Now what do you got for me? The Eater of Gold. Oh, potato. Now the other day when I was at work, some little kid came up to me and called me a potato. It was fucking bizarre.
I'll send a Sylph J if anything comes up here. Have a safe trip.
Thanks.
Still, why would the Abbey build anything all the way out here?
Teresa, what do you know?
This island may be uninhabited now, but judging from the ruins, we can tell that civilization has flourished and fallen here many times. This island lies at a focal point of air and sea currents, as well as the flow of the Earth Pulse. That means that malevolence gathers here too.
Is that why civilization has risen and fallen here before?
It is. Furthermore, the malevolence of those long-dead people still lingers here, lost and unfading.
Even after so long?
The more they prospered, the greater the loss of life.
Normally, this sort of thing could not be ignored. The malevolence here should have been dealt with in haste.
But because the Abbey is scheming to resurrect Inominat, there's no way they'd want to waste such a bounty. Bursting with malevolent juiciness, and no meddlesome people around to cause trouble. There couldn't be a more perfect spot.
If there's one place they'd put a Therian, it's here.
She called me a potato. Didn't specify what kind. She's weird, always grimacing when she looks at me. At least I think that's what you call the face she makes. I'm not entirely sure. Odorless fluid, and I can't open that because I only have 15 cat pounds.
This is an Abbey encampment. No one's stationed here now, but it's well maintained.
From what I could gather, it will be approximately 10 days before the next patrol stops by.
That's more than enough time to find the Therian and get it off the Earth Pulse.
We can rest here too. No need to rush things. We'll find the Therian, but let's do it right.
Haven't been skipping out, I just, you know, used them all. Actually not that easy to keep a steady supply going. At least not at this
Teresa, it's been a while.
We haven't seen each other since the throne. But that doesn't seem like so long ago to me. Not when I keep hearing so much about you. Eleanor Hume, the traitor.
What of the Corsair Scourge?
Nothing to worry about. I've had my dose of Salatoma.
Was it as bad as you remembered it? Brings you back to when you were an initiate, doesn't it?
Why did you betray us, Eleanor? When the Abbey made you a patrolling inspector, they placed great responsibility upon you. Oscar should have been the one to take on that role. He had already been selected for it. But you wanted it so very badly, and that sweet, naive man that he is, he let you take it.
I had no idea. Oscar had already been chosen?
Yes, and after he passed on it, he was stationed on that dangerous island where he sustained that awful wound. And now, you accompany the monster that nearly killed him. I feel I have a right to some answers.
My desire to save humanity has not changed. I have simply found a path different from the Abbey's.
I don't find that answer acceptable.
I didn't think that you would. I know very well that you offer no compromises when it comes to Oscar.
You're right. I don't. Be sure to inform your new friends of that fact. In order for me to protect Oscar, I'm going to need you all to trust me. That's all I have to say to you.
I understand.
Of course she doesn't accept that answer. She's drunk a little too much of the Abbey's Kool-Aid.
I heard that they use this island to hold exiled prisoners. Just looking at this place depresses me. I hate it here.
We can't go carelessly wandering about. This place is dangerous.
I know. Still, from the looks of those ruins, there used to be one impressive civilization here. I can practically taste the hidden treasure.
The punishment for tomb raiding is quite strict, you know.
Think I'd be a pirate if I was afraid of the Abbey?
I won't stop you from looking for loot. But if you get into trouble, don't expect us to save you. Got it?
Aye, aye, sir.
Yes, cat spirits do respawn, but in most areas they aren't really in great quantity. However, the post-game dungeon, which randomizes its rooms completely, has several room layouts that spawn mass quantities of cat spirits. It's a case of getting one to spawn. Familiar mechanism? Yeah, that's what I got the... I guess that was only for the...
I'll finish this now!
Twin whip! No escape! No escape! Die!
Oh, I don't have enough left. Aha!
Come on, really?
I'll finish this now.
I can't even call that a fight.
I'll finish this now.
You thought I'd stop there? Annihilating? Did you think you could escape me?
Not much to do there. Nope. Not mastered yet, so well. Ooh, that one came free in hand. I'll hang on to that. Alright, that's the equipment dealt with. Come on, you can totally walk along there.
Not worth my time.
Gataro! Link to Everything does.
Your style is really unique.
Just wait until I pull out the good stuff.
I'll finish this now.
Fairy Bounty! Resistance to water. Into hidden
Well then, let's move on.
Level up! You know what, let's... What button?
Yeah! We're in this together! Eleanor Hume, reporting for duty.
Damn right you are.
I'll finish this now.
Oh, trust me.
Not even worth my time.
It's gonna be worse on Velvet. Eleanor's gonna get off easy for this one. Green switch. Oh look, it's Barry. Wind mana. Except I could still have gone around it, so... No, there's no tentacle monsters here.
That power number 2 displayed at the throne. Hard to believe he had that hidden in him. Lord Melchior said that number 1 was full of untapped potential as well. If I have the talent to use it...
Teresa, my lady, you seem angry.
Me? At what?
At me, for running away and joining Velvet.
Oh, that? I was careless. An enemy stole a tool of mine. I'm merely frustrated at my own incompetence.
A tool?
I don't care what happens to me now. Not as long as I can save Oscar.
I'm the one who hurt your precious brother. And you're asking for my help now?
Yes, you hurt him. You scarred his face, and his honor, and his heart.
Still holding a grudge then? Well, at least you won't be able to kill me in my sleep.
With no Malachim, I'm an ordinary woman. How could I threaten the Lord of Calamity? I'm painfully aware of my own weakness.
Good. Try to keep out of the way then.
Lady Teresa, Velvet isn't so different from you. She had a little brother,
I know all about the Lord of Calamity, but none of that matters to me. As powerless as I am now, this is the only path for me. It's the only way I can save Oscar.
Lady Teresa.
Stop calling her lady. She's not your boss anymore. Oh look, wind barrier. And I bet if I hadn't pushed the fire barrier button... Wait, oh, wait. Nope. I stand corrected. What's this? No? I thought for sure. Well, okay then. I stand corrected once again. I thought for sure that if I pushed that button, the barrier would swap from green over here to yellow over here, but I was wrong. Where do I need to go? It wants me to go north, so I'm going to go west. Cat spirits! You know what, I'm going to beat you up, big guy.
No mercy! You thought I'd stop there? Annihilating?
Boom! Oh shit. Bacterian man. That's a weird. Ow. I thought I'd used up my music camera. Ow! Why are you head stuck in the wall anyway? No, I'm not. Shit, so Elmo.
Disgraceful.
Did anybody else just see a big purple thing stick out of the wall? Fuck. Got it!
I refuse to fall here!
Masters, masters, masters! Mastery, mastery, and anomalous. Goodness that. Excuse me. It's their military hike, you can use that. The kingly waistcoats. Agitator. Still learning new pendants. Still learning new earrings. Oink. 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 Oh. Okay. Back we go. Oh, there's a boss. Money! Right, guess I'm going north.
I'll finish this now.
Pretty sure I can go through this and go back to her.
You're not hurt, are you?
No, I'm fine.
Berseria. But I can go around it.
I'll finish this
I can't even call that a fight.
Oh look, I can't go that way. Oh.
Malachim are just tools.
What are you brooding over?
I know. Velvet, Eleanor, or Teresa. You're not sure whose little brother you want to be, eh? In that case, I assure you I'm the kindest of the lot.
The cruelest, most devious. That's not what's on my mind. There's something I need to say to Lady Teresa.
Something you wish to say? Then speak, number 2.
That's just it. I'm not number 2. I'm Laphicet.
Laphicet?
It's the name Velvet gave me. It's very important to me.
Something can be important to you?
Yes. I have feelings. You see, Malachim are not tools.
Very well. I shall call you Laphicet from now on.
Thank you, Lady Teresa.
You're kinder than you look, my dear Teresa.
Thank you, Teresa.
You misunderstand. With so much at stake, I don't want to rock the boat.
Okay, I need to go find an Earth mana switch. Bugger.
Velvet, tell me what you know about Teresa and Oscar. I want a clear picture of what they can do.
All right. Teresa and Oscar are...
I can give you the lowdown on everything Abby. Lady Teresa and Oscar are the best of the best, even among the praetors. Some call them the consuls. There are only around 100 praetors in the world, so we're talking very elite.
Anyone called a consul is going to be adept at both fighting and leadership. They are key figures entrusted with responsibility for major cities and institutions.
The fighting part is all we have to worry about. Are they better than you, Eleanor?
Yes. I was a primus, which is a full rank below them. I could never overcome Teresa's arts or Oscar's swordsmanship in our practice battles.
When they were still trainees, they worked together to wipe out dozens of demons in a single night. After that, Lord Melchior kept a close eye on them.
Appreciated. I'll be on my guard.
Together they sound like a real threat. Thankfully, we're only after Oscar alone.
But Oscar has mastered a new art developed by Lord Melchior. You can count on it being a nasty one.
You really do know a lot about this stuff.
It's a little suspicious.
You think so? Well, I was at the Abbey, so...
Why don't you call him Lord Oscar?
That's what's bothering you? It's because we're both so popular with the ladies. I consider him a rival.
What a load of bull.
Take a look at this. Well, well. Now here's a fine haul.
Eye of newt and mushroom.
I don't want to think about the tender parts of Prickleball, thank you.
Show.
Alright, then you go find the switch. That looks like a decent load of textures, I'll have those. And there's a box somewhere around here that I haven't got through. I don't care about the blue area. Knowing Magalu, that's not what she's referring to. Where the ball? Go back here. But where's the damn box? One box. There it is! I see it. I didn't find it. Wait, wasn't this a red-blue area? I'm confused. We might not finish this segment today. Time that's wrong, I guess. Where's Chamomile? Can't jump because I don't have Gear 3 yet. Really gonna find that. And it's a cat box that I cannot open. I need 300. I'm only halfway there. Switch that barrier back over. Seeing as how I'm not going out of my way to fight, I might... Where's the switch? There it is. There we go. 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 There we use this. Everybody goes up 5 levels. Oh, right. Remember this.
Ah!
B, now is not the time to be hunting bugs. Now that's a stag beetle. Oh, we can't reach.
Oh, it's a beetle.
Yeah. A Lionel giant thunder stag beetle, to be exact.
Why do they always have such awkward names?
I think it's a cool name.
I've never been able to figure out why boys are so drawn to these things.
Huh?
What's the matter? Didn't you want to see it?
Yeah. Thanks.
When he was little, Oscar was always running around the woods collecting bugs. He'd get so into it, it was never long before he'd trip and hurt himself.
Did you grab bugs for him?
Yes, I thought they were gross. But I was much taller than him, and I had the reach. Once, he gave me a whole pile of cicada shells as his way of thanking me. I just screamed.
I'm sure he just wanted you to know how he felt. I can relate to that.
Rather unusual for a Malak like you to contemplate such things.
Hardly.
Well, I try to. It's just really hard sometimes.
It's hard for people too. Sometimes it feels insurmountable. And yet we can't give up. Sometimes you just have to say what you believe in your heart, even if you're not good at saying it.
What I believe.
Fee, hurry up already! What were you two talking about?
Nothing.
I'll have that. Kill a boss in this area. Where is it hiding? There it is.
Hey, Laphicet. Found a new stag beetle, did you?
Yeah, Lady Teresa caught it for me.
Ooh, those pincers are sharp. Eisen, take a look at this fine specimen of a stag.
Wait, I believe that might be a two-horned rhinoceros.
They're at it again!
Listen, you two. If you're gonna get in another fight over this, I'll just say it's a new type of drone beetle.
You wouldn't.
You've really figured us out, huh?
Eleanor, you didn't make him say that just now, did you?
I did not. I've made a pact with him as a vessel, but he isn't tethered to me.
A Malak. Acting so human.
I used to think that way. Malakim possessing free will just like humans? It was inconceivable. But meeting Laphicet and Eisen taught me the truth. They laugh in joyful times, and cry in sad times. Their stomachs even growl too.
Their stomachs growl?
Now I take it as a matter of course that not only Malachim, but demons and Therians too, have their own thoughts and feelings.
I thought you hated demons.
I certainly still do, but now I feel something besides just hate.
Malachim with free will? Demons and Therians as well?
You must have sensed that in Laphicet, or you wouldn't have caught that beetle for him. When you saw his beaming face, it must have reminded you of when Oscar was a young boy. Am I correct?
This conversation's over.
Some people just can't handle it when everything they
Teresa,
believed in is
be
challenged.
honest. Isn't there something wrong with the Abbey using a dangerous experimental art out in the field?
Oscar's the one who decided to go through with it. Don't presume to know anything about who he is.
To answer your question, Frichter, we're bringing her with us because she is currently powerless and we need a hospital. I see the geotree on the map. I want it. Okay, switch. Blue switch. There it is. Ooh, there's also a colored red demon. Let's go kill that. Are you sure about that?
Using that art could be fatal. I can't allow Oscar to try it.
Lady Teresa, is something the matter?
It's nothing. I'm fine.
But you looked like you were in pain.
Oh. I was just thinking a bit.
You didn't have time to rest after recovering from the Corsair's scourge. You're awfully hard on yourself, you know.
And even harder on others, am I?
That's not what I meant.
It doesn't matter. I'm well aware that I'm stone cold. But they say a Malak never knows his vessel's heart. I said nothing all those times you snuck off to the library, did I?
You knew about that?
Of course I knew. But I was just letting you roam free like a master might let her little pup. Number one didn't wander about like you did. What makes you different?
I'm sorry.
Well, boys will be boys, I guess. But I was planning on punishing you if that behavior continued.
Punish me how?
You don't want to know. It might wreck your good cheer.
Lady Teresa!
Run away!
Look at how open she's being. Do you really think she'll work with us?
I don't think she's lying to us. But I don't think she's being entirely truthful either. Look, I know I probably don't have to say this, but...
You don't. I won't let my guard down. If I see anything funny, she's dead. And since she has no Moloch, it'll be quick.
You've really got to stop tempting fate there, Velvet. And I need a red switch. Oh good, there's one. Camera angle. Yeah, I think it's safe to say we are definitely not finishing up this segment of story today. Hello, Ether of Gold. I'm going to eat you.
Are you ready for this?
Oh, okay, it's actually called the Millionaire. It's clear time, since I've got one more attack.
Thunder! Earth!
And the finish!
You thought I'd stop there? Annihilating?
Yes!
Did you think you could escape me?
I win. Mwahaha! Excuse me. Yeah. This way. Each. Yep, you can stay asleep there, buddy. Geotree! And a green switch. Ay, 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 Rita. Well, we certainly had to take a long way around, didn't we? Pow! Pow! I enjoy doing that a little too much. What happens if I do that? Can't see where the barrier went. Still can't see where the barrier went. Ooh, box there. Okay. That's where the barrier went.
Teresa, let's review our plan before we go in.
All right.
We'll tell Oscar that we'll release you if he gives up his weapons and Malachim. We'll tie him up, collect the Therian, and then head for the docks. Once we're aboard our ship and ready to sail, we'll release you. You'll be free to do whatever you want.
Very well. But I want you to promise me one thing. Promise me you won't hurt Oscar.
That depends on him. I'll defend myself if I have to.
Velvet...
Please, do it for me too. If you want to save Oscar, you need to make him listen. Put your own life on the line. You're his sister. Do whatever you have to protect him.
I will. Even if it means my death.
Careful what you are, Velvet. Okay, we have a shortcut back. Now I'm going to go back to those switches. I don't want to go to that north exit. And once we do, that'll be time. See if there's anything up there worth having. I had thought we'd be able to get to the boss today, but apparently not. What do I get for wasting time with Magalu's menagerie? Okay, cat spirit. Ooh, gold box. And I now have enough cat spirit to open the local cat box. We'll do that on the way out. Pow! Like those. I'll have those. More pow! Empty. If I hadn't already killed the local code red, I'd say this would be a good spot for it, but no. Gold box. Old flyers. New paper. Okay, that I'm gonna say is it for today. Guess we're getting the bosses next. Minor spoiler there. Oops. Guess we're getting the boss next week. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me, Frictor. If you're catching up and you enjoyed the video, leave us a like, comment, subscribe, all of that fun stuff. I'll be back Thursday morning, 9:30 AM West Australian time with Kingdom Hearts 2. And I'll be back next Saturday morning, again, 9:30 AM Western Australian time, with more Tales of Berseria. Until then, enjoy the rest of your day.